Greg Milne and Steve Cherry. The 5/8 is Terry Webb. The halfback Curtis Powell. Lock forward Steve Bleakley. Second rowers are Gavin Jones and Paul Schuller.
Holding his left shoulder, coming back into play. Waverley Stanley to Powell, and then it goes to Jones, and that will be play on. I don't think this guy's got the speed. Schuller's coming after him. He has got the speed because there wasn't any back. There was only forwards there, and Floyd Hill will go all the way. He's not the fastest man in the competition, but Paul Schuller was the only chaser, and Floyd has beaten the Redcliffe cover to the line, and Souths lead 4-0. Well, that possession, Brett Hayman.
Floyd Hill ran all the way around to support him.
Hayman into space. That's got to be forward by the proverbial mile. Giebel picked it up quickly, but Hayman found a bit of space. And the scrum will pack down 10 metres inside Redcliffe territory.
Looks as though you're not going to get away with a dry day, Andrew Slack.
No, it's coming again. The big black clouds are here. But this has turned into really quite a strong game. Good hitting in the forwards. Some great attack from some when South can keep the ball. And Redcliffe away now.
Stanley. Waverley Stanley. Back to Bleakley. That's Redcliffe's first try. From the scrum, swept down the short side, hands and floating passes, but Bleakley's come up with the ball and the try, and South lead by 8-6. Well, they're doing the linking. And Stanley just getting the ball back to Bleakley, and 8-6 is the lead with the kick to come as we go to Andrew.
Passes going in front got that try. As I was saying before the try was scored, it's been a good game, but the only thing that let both sides down has been some wayward passing. A couple of Hail Mary passes, as they say there, maybe even a decade of rosary, that last one, but good passes in front of the men that they were running on to.
The extras up and over, so it's 8 points all. So Liso has the ball set. That's what confronts him. And it's only just a matter of steering. Not much breeze of route. The flag's motionless on top of the sticks. And over. Tough game. So Jones 5 in the bin for going high. Liso has the ball set. South's lead 10-8 at the moment. Oh, that's nicely struck. By golly, kicks a good ball, this fellow. And that's 12-8, the lead for South. And there's 3 minutes to go to half-time. So in the last 3 minutes of the first half, I don't think Redcliffe will want to let Souths anywhere down in their own territory, giving away penalties while Liso's in the form he's in.
Well, you were saying, Souths weren't running too quickly with the ball, but that sucked Redcliffe in, and they were able to unload Souths and get well downfield. And Redcliffe started to stand off and just look at them, which surprises me. They have the best defensive record in the competition, and they just were gazing at South.
So Redcliffe trailing by 12-8. It's Chris White. There's another high one. By golly, there's some high stuff going on out there. And that's about to erupt. Chris White's had a couple gone high early.
Oh, he's copped a couple, the kid, and good to see him show some stick. But
Bleakley been called out. Got a bit of claret, White, too, and he's got 10 for that. Bleakley. So Jones is off for 5. Bleakley's in for 10. So there's 11 men on the park for
here it
Redcliffe
is.
at the moment.
Let's have a look at it again now. Oh, yes, that's a swinging one. Both of them from both sides. In actual fact, Webb's very lucky he didn't get a few. Look at Webby here. Watch him. He what happened there? He got in first.
Bleakley in first, and he's first in the bin for 10. Skaysbrook, still going. This will be a great try if he makes it. He won't get there. He's about 3 metres short. Plays it forward. Can't get the ball down. Now Souths have to settle things. There's 64 seconds to the break. Little giving it away to Clarkson. Now to Harry. That's gone loose. It'll be picked up by Hutchinson. Back to Liso. And Liso will take the tackle. 5 metres out from the line. Clarkson. Still the same distance away. Little. Vincent. They keep it alive. Liso. Now to White. got the pass to Heyman. That's a good try. Yes, Souths, well done. Brett Heyman, Chris White having a big game here this afternoon. He's caught plenty, but he's playing brilliantly. And he sent Heyman in to score. And Souths in the latter part of the first half piling on the points. They lead 16-8.
Oh, good stuff. Now, watch Big White here. Doesn't he run with a bit of purpose? Good young player on the make. Now he goes through. Didn't even think about the defence. Just watching for that supporting player. And we'll see it again from a bit wider angle. Watch him take off here. Cut out pass. Away he goes. Tried to get it up over the top. It was still going to go no matter which way, over the top or short. And that was good stuff.
Heyman was there to accept the pass. As we have a look at the head-on. White running into the gap and getting his hands free to Brett Heyman. And Heyman in to score. So with only about 6 minutes to go to the break, it was 8-all. It's now 16-8 with the kick to come. Brett Heyman, he's a blue really, around the Kyogle area.
Oh, he's a cockroach is what you're trying to say.
He's a good one. Here's Liso. And he's hooked that one away. So no goal. So at the break, it's Souths leading Redcliffe by 16 points to 8.
Molly Ringwald stars as Samantha Baker. It's her sweet 16th birthday.
They've forgotten.
Second half underway. Bit of a shallow kick off from Webb, and Jennings will pick it up. He'll play it Skaysbrook. Now to White.
There's that greasy ball. They're going to have trouble with it.
So Redcliffe in possession is where Boxall takes it forward.
See what Redcliffe can do now. They're down a man and a half.
10 metres inside. South territory. Redcliffe have the ball. They're down 16-8.
And
They've got plenty of work to do. 2 men off the field at the moment. Where's one coming back now? That's Gavin Jones. And 5 minutes from now, we should see Steve Bleakley. And there's Jones. Well, it was him. He was about to pick up the ball. Schuller beat him to the punch. Back it goes to Morris and then to Webb. Up high. And Jones is a long way back. He's coming in now, but that's taken by, well, that's the other Jones, Gavin Jones. And Darren Jones
is out.
Now, he was virtually back on his try line as the Souths rucked this ball out. He was virtually on his try line when Webb put the ball up, and he ran in from a long way back.
Here it comes.
And he and Jones,
oh,
Gavin Jones and Darren Jones both went for the ball at the same time, and Darren Jones lost. And he's on his back. Liso. Milne. Morris. And he'll be tackled. This might be an opportune time to go to Andrew.
Well, Redcliffe coach Graham Olling was not very pleased at half-time. He'd made mention before they went on about not doing silly things to get them in the sin bin, and of course he's coming to half-time with only 11 players ready to take the second half. So he made sure that defence in the second half was one-on-one, no stupid mistakes, no trying to involve themselves in the rough stuff. Just do it hard and tough and carry on with the instructions that he gave before the match. Jeff Naylor, happy with the way Souths have played in the first half, has emphasised no panic in the second half, wants them to show that same spirit they did against Wynnum Manly last week when they came back from 16 points down. They're now 8 points ahead. He wants them to capitalise on that position.
Webb. Oh, Barwick. Gordon Barwick. Now the Redcliffe trainer says the South trainer wants the game stopped. He's got his hand up, and the touch judge has come in on Darren Jones, the South fullback. And there's another player down injured. That's Hutchinson. But there's Jones. And having a good look at his jaw.
Yes, well, he really ran into the knee. And whether it got his jaw as well as his chest, I think it may have, unfortunately. Here it is. Now, watch it. Yes, it's got his jaw. It's got his chest. Everything. Not intentional. And very sad for the lad. He's not feeling well at all.
Well, they're taking him from the field, Andrew.
Yes, number 18 for Souths will replace Jones. 18 is Mick Selman.
18, Mick Selman is on for Darren Jones. So Redcliffe with Barwick bursting out of tackles, putting on a little bit of pressure in the second half. Souths lead 16-8. Redcliffe still with only 12 men. Curtis Powell. I think the best part of about 10 metres out. Now it's for Jones. Stanley over the top to Gadsby. Playing it methodically at the moment, Redcliffe. Webb inside to Schuller. Tackled by Harry and also Selman. Stanley back to Powell. Right in the middle of the park. 8 metres out from the line. Webb. Who wants it? It's back to Milne, and he'll drop it. Ended in the hands of Barwick. Back to Webb. Over to Morris. Up it goes. Here's Floyd Hill to cover. Takes it in goal play to come back to the quarter. Cliff Way 9-7.
Well, this could put the pressure back on South well and truly, and was Redcliffe playing a lot steadier. Let's see if this South's defence can hold now that the big fella Brett Vincent is off the field.
Boxall takes it over the advantage line. And Stanley goes to dummy half to Powell. Cut out pass eventually to Bleakley. He's well wrapped up by the South's defence. Good tackle from Brett Liso. Stanley again distributes for Webb. Oh boy, the short pass, and Jones and Richo Hill thundered into each other. Both get up. Jones pretty crook more than Richo.
Well, these fellas Souths, they are really committed, Andrew Slack, as we see a penalty, but no doubt about it, South's defence really seems to have jumped into top gear as we watch the replay here.
Skaysbrook, the man called out.
Far and away the best performance of South that we've seen this year. And you can see by the number of times the winger has come in, both the winger on this side, Skaysbrook, and Floyd Hill, come in to cut off the attack. It means two things: that they're committed to the defence, and secondly, that the Redcliffe attack's not been reading so well.
16-8's the lead for Souths, and there's 20 minutes to go in the match. Redcliffe on the boil outside, or just inside now, the 22. Webb running across field, picking up Barwick. He's coming in field, looking for support in Morris. He'll be wrapped up by Liso and Clarkson. South defence been impeccable here so far in the second stanza. Powell, Boxall. Oh, he's got it back to Barwick, and Barwick's about 5 metres out from the line.
Great cover defence, though.
Stanley. Do they spin it far and wide? They pick up Cherry on the short. Back towards Stanley. Clarkson and Hill the tackles. Last one coming up. Grubber. Redcliffe come up with it. No, they don't. South's ball. Liso knocking it on just in front of his try line as we go to Andrew.
As Gavin Jones from Redcliffe has been replaced by number 15, Michael Robinson.
Michael Robinson wearing 15. On for Jones. Scrum packs down. Powell will feed and take it away, but it's against Stanley for the foot across. Well, a silly play by Redcliffe. Loose head and feed 5 metres out from the line, and they muff it.
Well, they didn't, but the hooker did. And he had his foot across Waverley, Stanley. Oh. And even Curtis Powell, by the look on his face, knew something was amiss.
Redcliffe have blown a big chance. Brett Liso, hands on hips. A lot of huffing and puffing in the next 18 minutes. 16-8's the lead for the Magpies. Chris White.
Oh, he's had a big game, hasn't he?
Super game. Harry. Half break. Hutchinson. Grabbed by Barwick.
I have to say this, that Bruce Harry getting that little tap on the eyebrow from Terry Webb's really livened him up.
Oh, Rich O'Hill gives a nice pass over to Selman. Selman for the line. Is that a try? Oh, he's short of the line. Penalty Souths. Don't dive into there, says Wayne Giebel. So what the Souths do now?
There's a rather excited Jeff Naylor for Souths, the coach, looking very pleased, and well he might. Here it is, the replay of the play of the ball. You're not allowed to dive in there, he says.
So Liso wants to kick the ball backwards to give a little bit of breathing space to his side. 16-8 they lead. A try here. All over Red Rover for Redcliffe. Little. Oh, Scott Jennings. One more pass back to Little. That's it. Oh, well done, South. By golly, they've done it well here today. That'll be the ball game. Little, Johnny Little, underneath the post, and South lead 20 points to 8.
Oh, there was some nice work here, the double around. And the man that scores the try gives the short pass, gives it to Scott Jennings, who did very strong run and still looked for his support. And the support was John Little, who here he is with the ball starting it again. There goes Jennings. Now he struggles out of 1, 2, 3, and then flick passes it. And little John Little says thank you very much.
Well, good play from Jennings. A strong run from the young second rower. The cool, you could see Little cool. And is a little bit happy with himself too. Thank you. A little bit of spring in the step. And there's the man in question. Made a bit of an impact since he's come on the Brisbane scene. Only a young fellow. As we watch Liso have no trouble out in the extras. And now Souths lead by 22 points to 8. So back comes Redcliffe with, I don't think, any hope. Mick, 15 minutes remaining. They're down by 14. That's more than 2 converted tries.
And the way Souths are playing in defence with their tails up, I don't think I've seen them play better, Souths, even in grand finals.
Well, Redcliffe have come up with the ball again. I just want to take it back a few minutes, Farmer. That penalty Redcliffe gave away 5 metres out from the lineman. Stanley was mucking around in the scrum. How vital is that going to be? And Jamie Sandy's come on to add a bit of spark. So changes from Olling now. Out wide go Redcliffe with Cherry. Inside to Barwick. He's been probably their best player out wide. He's broken tackles every time. Well, can the little magician, Jamie Sandy's got the ball now. Spark Redcliffe. Schuller's gone without it. On the toe from Heyman. In comes Milne. 6 to go. Thrupp.
And on that occasion, I'd say Brett Heyman should have dived on the ball. Kicking it, I suppose. He wanted it to go down the middle of the field, but he basically kicked it across field and Redcliffe recovered.
Sandy. Well, that's not one of the Sunday best. But Cherry's got the pass to Barwick. He is a determined runner, isn't he, Gordon Barwick? That's tucked by South, says Giebel. So Redcliffe can have 6 more. Sandy tackled by White. Got the pass back. Now Gatsby, Milne, and that'll be dived on by Andrew Skaysbrook. So South have possession just outside the 22. I think Jeff Naylor would be very pleased with his team's performance today. And Mick, one of the big things that Souths have really found in their favours is the boot of Liso. I mean, he just makes tremendous territory every time he thumps that ball downfield. Prodigious kick with the ball.
Yes, it takes the pressure off your forwards and, well, the whole team, but particularly your forwards, and that makes it easier to get through the game. And, of course, it puts the opposition back in the defensive mode.
Michael Robinson tackle just short of the halfway mark. Sandy. Webb picking up Cherry, and that pass was too quick.
We'll see Redcliffe have to take these chances, Andrew Slack, because they've got to put points on the board somehow. They've got to try anything.
Yes, well, they need to, but the man who knows best, Coach Graham Olling. Graham, can Redcliffe win from here?
Certainly, it's not looking very good with only about 12 minutes to go. But, yeah, if we had a better first half, we would have been a much better chance. I thought South started off fairly slow, but our blokes made enough mistakes to allow them right into the game, and you know, we just can't afford to give cheap penalties away to a bloke like Brett Lusso, who kick goals from almost anywhere.
A lot of the passing didn't seem to go to hand, Graham. Jamie Sandy's on there now. Would you hope he'd improve that facet of it?
Well, I hope so. I put him on there to maybe sniff out a couple of gaps and maybe pull off a quick try for us. But it looks like Souths have got things under control at the moment. They've lifted their game, and they're tackling much better than what they were in the first half. I thought that if we could come back at them, we might be able to pick the game up. But they've lifted their game too. But, our blokes are just too flat today. If they had been played like they did last week, I think we would have won it. But just not committed enough.
Thanks very much, Graham. Back to you, Ellen.
Andrew and Redcliffe finding a bit of space. Bleakley back towards Sandy. Quick play the ball. Stanley sends play on the short side. Mill back to Webb. Then goes to Cherry. Cherry picks up Morris. It's still alive. Barwick. And he's about 12 metres out.
But the cover came from South. But good, well done, Redcliffe.
Now Schuller gives it to Sandy. Inside this time to Bleakley. And there's the try line. That's a try. Steve Bleakley in to score. But have Redcliffe left their run too late? 11 minutes remaining. Souths lead 22-12.
And it won't be 12. I think it'll be a few more. But this Sandy, watch the inside pass here. And the right man, too, a determined Steve Bleakley as the captain, running onto it. We'll see it from here. Jamie, as Olling said, sniffed out the gap. And what a better person to be coming than Stephen Bleakley.
So if he kicks it, which he should do, it'll make it 22-14, won't it?
Well, they're getting closer all the time. And isn't it amazing, in the last minute and a half to 2 minutes, South's defence has stopped completely. Broken play. They didn't recover.
Complacency?
Yes, they think they're home on the pig's back and they're switching off. Now, when that happens, it's very hard to start again. Very hard to kick-start.
So, well, this should make it 22-14 now. If Redcliffe can score another try in the next 5 minutes, this game may not be all over. And for the lead of 22-8 to lose the match, that'll be shattering for Souths. Well, there's the two extras from Thrupp. So 22-14 is the lead for Souths over Redcliffe. And there's 9 minutes remaining. The Winfield Cup from Davies Park.
Other Redcliffe player, but it wasn't a knock on. Oh, boy, they're copping a caning too in the scrums.
That's against an incorrect feed from Sandy. Rolling it towards his
block. He's gone for a 10-minute jog too.
10 metres further down the paddock is where Liso will find touch. Let's have a look at the clock, Farmer. 7 minutes remaining. 22-14 is the lead for the Magpies.
And Souths will want to go flat out, because if they try and idle to a win, they could be in trouble.
Little from dummy half. Almost to the 22. Clarkson, Liso, they just play it nice and steady, South. They don't have to do the fancy business. They have the 8-point advantage. Now Little, Clarkson, short side Hill, nice pass towards Jennings, and he'll be wrapped up in cover. Nice tackle coming in from Michael Robinson. Skaysbrook, Clarkson, chip. Morris goes to ground in goal, so good pressure from South, forcing Redcliffe to drop out from underneath the sticks.
And that Mark Clarkson's played well, the halfback for South. That was his little chip. He's put all the pressure. That's all that Brett Morris could do for Redcliffe. Just dive on it.
White, tireless worker. Jennings.
He's not a big bloke, but he has a go, and he's very effective.
Hill, the ball man, the ball carrier, the ball player. Richo Hill. Little, Clarkson, Harry, Selman. Oops. He's hung on to the ball.
I don't know how he did it. He should be over at Expo entertaining the crowd.
Here's Harry. Tell you what, Mickey might have been too safe under the high ball early, but he can run into a gap. Souths now trying to finish this off. Skaysbrook. Last one coming up. Little in there with Clarkson towards that dummy half area. That's touched. Back. Hill scooping for Jennings. Back to Hill. And tosses a wide one out. They could end up with a try here. Hill will be tackled.
6 tackles, fellas. 6 tackles. 6 tackles.
So he's ruling the changeover. Waverley Stanley. A lot of grunting and groaning going on. And I think Waverley Stanley was the man who was doing all the grunting and groaning. 4.5 minutes remaining. South's leading 22-14.
There's Waverley. He's definitely not feeling the best.
Schuler. Barwick. Now with Morris. I'll tell you something, Farmer, I think Souths have done well today. They've got back very quickly in that straight line. That's out on the full. They've got back very quickly to reform that straight line of defence.
Their recovery was tremendous. As I said, about 8 minutes ago, they switched off for about 1 or 2 minutes. They've got it all back together again. But, and they recovered quickly on that occasion, but they had switched off. But most impressive display from them. Their defence has been rock hard, as tough as I've seen this season. Hello.
Hand in the scrum.
Oh, the hooker on the ground as well.
So Webb comes up quickly to kick for touch. I'll tell you what, they haven't given this away, Redcliffe. They've had a look at the watch, and there's only about 2.5 minutes remaining as Redcliffe try to get another try on the board, and they get another penalty. Tap forward. That's another penalty. Liso was a mile offside, so here's another one. Another get up, quick play the ball. And Waverley Stanley's only about 10 metres out from the line. Can Redcliffe get over again? I don't think they can win the match, but they can get over the line again. Jamie Sandy. 2.5 minutes remaining. Back towards Bleakley. Long one now for Webb. They're spread out over plenty of territory. Cherry's got a pass back inside towards Barwick. And Barwick's tackled 5 metres out. Bleakley. He's offside. Another penalty to Redcliffe.
He's 5 for a professional foul.
Mark Clarkson's 5 in the bin.
He was going to walk off. He said, you run off. Get.
Boxall. Towards the line, Johnny Boxall. 2 minutes remaining. Stanley giving it towards Gadsby. He can't use his bulk to get over the line. 22-14 is the lead for the Magpies over Redcliffe. Stanley getting rid of it to Sandy. Picking up the outside men. Morris. Redcliffe still trying to the bitter end. Last one coming up. Quick play the ball. Webb passing it. That's touched, and that'll be 6 to go. I'd say if Redcliffe come up with it, it is. It's Redcliffe's ball. Boxall. 5 metres out. Stanley. 3 metres out. Sandy. Looking for runners. Tackled by Heyman. A quick play the ball. Robinson goes out wide. The Cherry will score. They've done it, but they've done it too late. But they finished well, Redcliffe. That's the important thing for them. And Souths lead by 22 points to 18.
Well, it makes you wonder as you watch. Look at that, a quick play the ball. It makes you wonder why Redcliffe didn't play like this earlier. Look, drawing the man, moving the ball.
Controlling it.
Well, they moved the ball in the early part of the first half, but they didn't control it and they didn't draw their men. Now, look, on this occasion, doing it beautifully. Why didn't they start earlier?
Okay, as we look at the replay, we've got just enough time, Andrew Slack, for about a 20-second wind-up for you and then the Farmer before full-time.
Well, I think the answer to Mick's question was they didn't have Jamie Sandy. You need somebody to create that attack, and he's the one who sparked it for Redcliffe. Redcliffe good in defence, but Mick wrapped it up in attack. They weren't great, but certainly Paul Schuller in the forwards, Gordon Barwick in the backs played well. South, a great all-round team effort, particularly in defence, all their forwards. But I thought a great captain's knock by Mark Clarkson, and of course their props who played so well, Chris White and Brent Vincent.
Quickly, Farmer.
Well, it's most impressive. South's the best I've seen them play this year, and I hope they continue on. I thought the 2 best players were Mark Clarkson and Chris White, but everybody played well for South. They didn't have a weak member, and if Redcliffe had got going, and if they had Sandy on there early, as you said, Andrew, I think they might have given South a real good game.
Full time at Davies Park. South's defeating Redcliffe by 22 points to 18.
Proving a little too strong. 22-18 winners over Redcliffe. Let's have a look at the full-time statistics as they stood. The possession all in favour of the Dolphins. The scrums and the penalties. The tries 3 apiece and the goals the difference. Brett Liso, the kicker for Souths, getting 5 goals. That made the scoreline 22-18 in